Hey everybody, welcome back to this epic channel. We got tons of stuff we want to talk about, but before we get into that, please hit that bell notification, like it, subscribe to this awesome channel, this epic channel. And we got a bunch of goodies on the table, which we're going to get into. But today we got Daniel.
James.
Jason.
All right, awesome. What is this, 19?
19.
19. All right, how was your weekend?
Weekend was cool. Weekend was good.
I like this shirt. You can't see his shirt, but he's wearing
We'll
an
show
awesome
it after. We'll move it. Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja shirt.
I always wear awesome shirts, Dan.
Is that new?
It's newish.
I like it.
It's newish.
I like yours too, Rob Zombie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kind of has the Frazetta look to it,
That's
right?
what it was. Yeah, that's what I was getting it. I was like,
See,
that looks good. Yeah.
That one's probably worth some money, though.
It probably
like an
is.
original.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't be rocking that one.
Even though I don't listen to Rob Zombie, I just dig the artwork, and when I found it, I had to get it because it was out at the swap.
You don't like
for
any
like
Rob
$1.
Zombie?
Music?
Damn. You
I
like his
Rob
movies?
Zombie. Yeah.
We'll get into that.
I will crawl over there and I will skull the
Oh, okay.
We'll save that for a later
We'll
date.
get into it. No, weekend was cool. We didn't do anything outside of the shop, huh?
Man, it was kind
was
of a
thinking-
slow weekend. Yeah, nothing exciting.
He didn't have any gigs. I did do something today. It's pretty cool. I've been meaning to go check them out. I went to Horror Monger Collectibles. It's a
Oh, is that new
It's
store?
in Mesa. Because, yeah, I was with my daughter. We went to eat, and we weren't that far from there. Plus, I live in Mesa anyway, and I've been telling the dude I'm going to go check him out. So
For all you stalkers, he lives in Mesa.
Yeah.
If you were just wondering,
try to find me. Try to find me.
it's an invite.
Yeah. I have a barbecue. Invite you guys.
I got a real good eye for prime meat.
No, Horror Monger, it was cool. If you guys are into horror stuff, definitely check them out. I kind of like what they're doing over there. They're fairly new, so go support local. But
How was it? Should I go check it out?
Yeah, if you
Would you
like horror
recommend
stuff.
checking it out?
Yeah, they had I bought a shirt from there and something to add to my wall, which I'll post later on my Instagram and tag. So yeah, it was cool. I like what he's doing. So good stuff. I always try to support local businesses that are popping up that kind of do similar stuff. Even though we're not horror, but you know what I mean, in the community. So it's
That's
always
cool.
cool. Yeah, you have a good weekend. You're getting over being sick though. You said.
Yeah, I'm getting over being sick, but I had a decent weekend. I went to Castles and Coasters for one of the kids' birthdays.
Nice.
So that was like, I'm not gonna lie, when I stepped on there, I kind of just was like, whoa, like
Wow.
I hadn't been there in so long, and then going back to it, and I walked into the arcade.
Look
and
exactly the same.
it looked exactly the same, and all the stuff. My head was just spinning because I was like, whoa, I was
Wow.
like, this is crazy. But yeah, I had a good time.
We didn't get an invite, dude, because me and James were just talking about
wanted
that.
to
go. Well, you wanted to go.
We didn't know
wanted to
you were
go,
going, but we
yeah.
wanted to
Well,
go.
no, they stopped
Yeah.
doing like the super cool discount day. Remember when they used to have
yeah.
like everything like 50% off, 75% off, and it was just like a lot of fun. Now they don't do that anymore.
Do they still do the video game card, which is good for like 4 hours, and it's like $25 or somewhere in there?
It's like $50, and it's like 3 hours. Like they got rid of
Dang.
they got rid of like the half off,
Uh-huh.
and then they got rid of like the buy it. It's like unlimited for like it's only 3 hours. I
Yeah.
thought it was more than 3 last time.
So the half off was like if you went on like a Tuesday or
It was
like
a Wednesday or a Thursday,
yeah,
and it was like
half.
everything was like half off, and you could just
Man.
blow so much money there, but have so much fun. So it's been a while since I've been there, but when I went there this weekend, it was just like a blast from the past. But then I was like looking around, everything looked cool. The paint, you could tell it was like the same paint, same statues,
Carpet.
same carpet. You know what I mean? Some of the video games up at the top shelf were like same ones that probably been there forever
Since they opened, yeah.
The top row is all retro. That's
Yeah.
like the oldest of the
Yeah.
old, and then all the Mortal Kombats are up there. All the Street
Fighters, Mario vs. Capcoms,
the big 4-player games
Yep.
like The Simpsons, Ninja
NBA,
Turtles,
and
Yep.
all those
NBA
were up there.
X-Men.
They
Yeah.
had NFL Blitz up there.
Yeah.
Nice.
When I saw that, I was like, "Whoa!"
Wow.
Do they still have the big TV in the middle, like downstairs with the Marvel vs. Capcom, like 2?
So they did.
Or
It was they moved it up. So you know the circle,
Uh-huh.
instead of being like in the middle, it's on the side of the circle because they have Halo right there, the big Tomb Raider.
They're phasing
But
it
they
out.
still had the Marvel
Yeah.
vs. Capcom one in there, so it was still cool.
What about that big Ninja Turtle game that has like a 90-inch screen? Huge.
I didn't
humongous
see
screen.
that one.
It's on the outskirts of
Like
the-
original Ninja Turtles.
No, this is like a new Ninja Turtles game. So there's a. Tell me if you saw this. There's like a water game, and it's like 3D, and you like try to pull this like lever, and then it kind of like does something with those little, like, they're like fish and bubbles and stuff like that.
I didn't see that one either.
Oh, wow.
I
That
saw
was
Price is
really
Right games. I saw Monopoly games. I saw like Tomb Raider, Halo. Like I saw the retro Ninja Turtle ones and everything. I didn't see like a new one.
Yeah, they do a lot of those ones now where like so you can win prizes. Like it's a lot of those games now, right? Like in the corner, like the newer stuff.
Yeah,
is
the
like
corner stuff where you could win like the prizes, like the big stuffed animals. They had like the big Mario one where you had to like cut the rope and you won like a giant Mario plush, stuff like that.
Do they still have the airsoft kind of like game where you shoot? And
I doubt they do. That was way in the
cans?
corner. Like that's old school.
I don't think I saw
yeah,
that
they
one
probably
either.
took that out.
Yeah, it was like a gun that you would shoot and like a can would fall over.
A squirrel would come out like
bell.
the tree or whatever. Like you just
Almost like if you were doing like an old school like BB gun one.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but I didn't see that one either. We mostly did all the rides. Like 90% of the time we were doing the rides and we were outside, the go-karts and everything like that. It was a blast.
We're going to have to take a trip down there.
Yeah,
and-
we
and
wanted to
go.
talk about it. Yeah,
Do like a little
retro
game
thing
and
for
just,
sure.
Yeah, that would be cool as heck.
Well, that's
But what
cool.
about you? How was your weekend?
It was good. I didn't do much either. Just taking care of stuff at the house. Nothing exciting. So it was a good weekend.
Nothing exciting.
Nothing to report on.
It don't always have to be. Sometimes
Did
you
I-
just need a nice weekend.
Did either one of you watch Common Side Effects? It just got renewed for a second season.
No, I need to jump. I saw it last night. I thought about putting it on. I will put it on eventually. It's just I got to be in the mood to do it.
I know you told me about it, but what I did is I
Oh, it's
did the Invincible first.
What do you
I
think?
started that. You guys are gonna get mad at me.
I already got on.
You
them.
fell asleep?
No,
No.
I
You already got on him?
yeah, I went to Prime and it wouldn't show me the first 2 seasons, but I could watch season 3. So I just jumped into season 3, and then Jason got in me for jumping ahead.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't do that without
Yeah, so
knowing
I watched
what's leading up to
episode
it.
1 of season 3.
No, you got to go back. You
I
got to
already
go
told
back. I don't
him,
know why
like,
you
no.
did.
At least I'm
Wait,
in
why
it,
did
though,
it
right?
show
But he
you?
liked what he saw. But
Let's not get into Prime's dealings, but like we ordered something off of Prime, and they usually give you like Prime for like a month for free or whatever. So I
so
think
you got
it's
the one free episode, the teaser episode to get you to come into it.
I think it's a trial because the Prime isn't going to give you all Prime, but I think it's like a free trial. So like it wouldn't give us. I can watch season 3, but it's not giving me season 2 or.
But that's what I'm saying.
1.
So he doesn't have Prime.
No, I don't have it.
And they're teasing you. They give you a certain amount of episodes
well, that makes
you
sense.
can watch to lure you into buy Prime.
just buy it and then
I think
cancel it after
it's
a
only
month.
like
Just watch it.
$6. It's
I
worth
could get it. I could get it. I just, I was
No, I
like
got you.
being lazy, but I will say that I did like the episode that I watched, and it was pretty. Like the writing is really good. What do you guys think about the artwork, though?
You got to go back and watch the first
Yeah,
season.
because they
it's-
changed it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little bit off.
Yeah.
But he
I don't-
did go. He goes, Oliver's a good kid. I was like, I do.
No,
I was like, go back and watch all this dude before we start talking about it.
yeah, you watched the one episode.
That was
like-
his thing. I was like, Oliver's a good
I
kid.
was
He
like, I
listens
like
to his
him.
mom.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
like,
Oliver.
don't watch anymore though. Go back.
Yeah, go back.
Yeah, the artwork they did something with the studio.
They
changed
switched
up.
it up because they were trying to rush it and get it out quicker. So they kind
It's
of
not bad, but
it's not
you can
bad,
tell
but
the
they kind of
difference.
skimmed
Yeah.
back on the quality. Because when you watch the
Okay.
first season, you'll be able to tell that they
The
put more
difference.
time into it.
It's kind of like the Walking Dead when they had that original artist. What was his last name?
More, I think, and then it was
after
Alderman or
episode
whatever. I think.
5 or 6,
Yeah.
Alderman comes in and then takes over on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So something like that, I'm sure.
While we're talking about TV shows,
Yeah.
did you want to talk about Daredevil? Did you watch Daredevil, or you just watched
No,
it
we've
there?
both
We both saw it.
because we've
Keep it up
talked about it.
We're
Yeah,
up on it. Yeah.
I'll let James go first on this one.
Spoiler alert or what?
No spoilers.
Okay.
Just talk about your vague opinions. Do you like it? Hate it? Love it? Are you in?
At this point in time, I was like really in. After this last episode, I fell asleep, so that tells you that I don't have like interest in it. So I'm falling out of it. I did watch it again just to make sure I wasn't just being biased, like I wasn't just tired or whatever. But I'm
Then you fell
falling
asleep
out.
again.
I'm falling out. Yeah, I'm
Are
falling
you gonna
out.
finish it?
Of course.
At this
But,
point, you have to.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's only 2 episodes left, so
They renewed it for a second season already.
yeah.
What do you think about the Punisher special they're gonna do?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'll check it
I
out.
like, I like Punisher. I just, man, I have high hopes for these shows and for the movies. Not like I'm saying I need top tier, like, I need perfection every time. But I think what falls short for me is like the what's his name? I always forget his
The
name.
Tiger.
No.
Muse.
It's Muse. That villain is just like not exciting. It reminds me of like just a super sea level.
Well, kind of where they just throw one in there to have a
Yeah,
villain.
like
He
just
kind
a
of just gets swept
filler.
under the rug, and then you just like get
Yeah.
past him, and then you move on.
I just did not like him. I was like, man, his bloody eyes and all that stuff. I was just like, it's not very cool at all.
Yeah, I just felt like the
That's
stakes were never that high, like on any of the episodes so far. Like, there's really nothing going on, and they kind of write themselves without giving anything away. Like, just stuff happens too quick, and it gets wrapped up like right away.
Were you hooked at the
It's like,
beginning?
where's the
Oh yeah.
first
that
episode? I
beginning
was hooked.
sequence?
Second one, I'm like, hopefully it doesn't turn into a court drama thing, which it did for a little bit, and then now it's still building up to Daredevil kind of coming back type thing.
One more thing too. Why does everybody have to know martial arts in these Marvel shows and movies? Like, okay, he was giving Daredevil a good fight. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, not
come on.
only him, prior to that, one of the bank robber dudes. But my thing was, I told James, I think it's because he hasn't been training for a while. So that's my excuse. But
Like why he was getting
why did the
worked
other
over?
dude?
Why
He
was
got
he
worked
getting-
over
yeah,
quite a bit.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, those guys, like, they must have went to like the same training school. Like,
Yeah, it just.
not everyone knows how to fight. You can throw some punches and get lucky. But yeah, these dudes are all, blocking his stuff. and
Perfect.
Counter.
I'm assuming maybe because they're bad guys, they're just trained that way.
That's-
It's like they're trained this way,
And he hasn't been training, so they can kind of get, get some licks in on him.
Yeah.
which I thought was funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean. It's like everyone you come across knows something. It's like, why
Top
can't you
tier.
just like beat the out of, you know what I mean? Like, no matter how much time you take, like everybody comes across is going to be a martial arts. I get what you're saying. Like a martial arts expert, it's like dial it down a little
And you can
bit.
smash people's heads into brick walls, and then
And
they'll get up.
Yeah, they ain't even phased. They just bounce right back up, and then they're, I get it. We're talking fiction.
I know,
here.
we are.
Like, we are talking absolute fiction, which I love. So, I'm just saying, like, I know they're getting more realistic with this stuff, but it's just that's something I would like to see a change in.
So would you say it started off like a roller coaster? Like you were at the peak,
Yep.
and then now you're at the
Now we're
down
at
point,
dropping.
and then you think it's going to go up? Do you
Hopefully.
think the finale is going to be good?
I hope so.
We hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, on that letdown note, you want to talk about Doomsday trailer?
yeah.
What is it? Trailer teaser? What is it?
5 hours and like 15 minutes of get ready, everybody.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's fine. Whatever. My thing is, and I told James, I think what they're doing, this is just my opinion because I'm not an insider on it. Since they have other movies coming out prior to that, I think they're trying to like build interest for those. Let's start using these names that have been in the movies, get people excited again. Because, the excitement's kind of waned a lot. And then
Yeah.
they also have the one coming out next month, Thunderbolts coming out. So, of
I
course,
thought that was May.
I think, sorry. I'm thinking today's April. Yes,
Oh, no,
you're right.
You're fine.
You're right. May. So it will be a month technically
Yeah.
because today's what, the
Sorry.
31st? No, you're good.
You're right. It is.
You're right.
I
It's
thought
not
it was,
April. It's
further-
definitely May.
I thought it was further into March.
No, you're right,
or
though.
further back.
So I think they want to build for like the movies that are coming out before to kind of get hype so they don't bomb, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
lose momentum going in because anytime you bring back, to me, when you start bringing back like old names and people from stuff, it's kind of like you're kind of reaching, like, let's throw this stuff that people know. Kind of like Star Wars was doing for a while. Like, let's bring the stuff
Well,
that people know,
I'll tell you what I do know. Everybody from Thunderbolts is safe. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that movie comes out in a
Yeah.
month from now, and then they post like all of them are coming back for Doomsday. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I don't have to worry about any of them dying.
No.
So
What did you think of it, though? What are your thoughts?
the chair thing,
Yeah.
I personally just tuned in for like a minute and was like, this is weird. And then I just waited until they said it was done. And then I just saw everybody's name. Well, because I went back to it probably like 30 minutes into it, and they were barely on like the third chair or second chair.
Yeah.
Because at first it was like every 20 minutes, right? And then it went down to 10 minutes. I was like, I will just wait.
Yeah, I
And
waited till then too. I wasn't gonna sit through that. I was like, we'll just see it the end, or we'll just hear about it, like whatever.
Well,
Like,
my brother did text me, and he was like, the X-Men. So I thought that part was cool because Ian McKellen, he hasn't been in it for like many years. And then James Marsden, Rebecca Romaine, and then Nightcrawler,
and Patrick Stewart,
Patrick
who's
Stewart.
died like 3 times in these movies already. But
You can't kill him. He's the GOAT.
he's died hard. Yeah.
He's Professor.
But I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought everybody on the list was pretty cool. I didn't think they were going to bring back Namor right away. But I mean, he was in there.
Yeah, what else are they going to use him? And he's a big part of like Fantastic Four stuff. Even though I know it's Avengers Doomsday, but Fantastic Four's coming back, so
I just didn't understand the
title.
5 hours. It was
That
it was a
wait.
it's just
long-
building that hype. Yeah,
Well, then they said that because I was pondering the question: if there's this many people on the chairs, like who are they not showing? Because they didn't show Deadpool, they didn't show Wolverine, they didn't show Jean. You know, the list goes on and on for like all the characters they didn't
but you
show.
can't cram all those into one movie. It's going to be hard. They're going to have to be like cameo, like just real quick.
I believe there was like 36 characters in Avengers.
Yeah, there'll be some surprises. No, I think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder who they're saving for like the surprise, like because Star-Lord said he was coming back. They've
Daredevil, Punisher.
Maybe.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Spider-Man wasn't in there.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know.
How big of a budget do you think? Do you think that's $1 billion budget? To
No,
do that?
because Endgame was it was like 4
But it made $1 billion, yeah.
But it made $1 billion.
So probably like 500
3
million.
300. Yeah. I'd say I don't know because the way you were just talking about, like a lot of people have like simmered down on the hype. I kind of feel like they're gonna, probably tame it and do like 250, 100 million.
Not to fit all those people in there. They're gonna go big on this one.
I think it's
yeah.
gonna be like, this is my guess, 500 million.
For
chump
both
change.
movies, or are you talking about
No,
just for the
just
one?
one. Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday.
Man, that's a lot.
I don't know.
Million.
I was watching this thing and they were talking about movies that like look like they're gonna flop, and they were showing like how much the movie like cost, and I'm like, how did this cost that much? And it would just be like a biography of like somebody.
Well, because a lot
And
of
they're
those
like
paychecks-
150 million. I'm like, well, where's the money going on this? Because
Goes
there's no
to probably the
special effects in this
actors.
stuff.
It probably goes to the actors.
There's
and
36
everything,
actors
yeah.
already they got to pay. Plus,
Yeah.
A lot of times they
Plus special
film on
effects.
set stuff where it's like in another country and
I
they're
get
only allowed
that,
to
but-
film like 6 hours a day and stuff like that.
inflation, my boy.
Yeah, that
film.
too.
Tariffs.
Tariffs on
Yeah.
equipment.
These computers.
But yeah,
I
we'll
don't
wait
know.
and see on that.
I'm excited to see Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah,
I think
it'll be
that
cool.
trailer looked good. So I mean, if it's good enough to get me hyped to see them come back, then I'm gonna be hyped for this movie. You know what I mean? I lost my faith in the brothers.
The Russos.
A little bit.
Brothers.
Yeah, I was not a fan of Endgame at all. I did not like that movie at all. And then what was the Electric State? Did you watch it on Netflix?
I didn't. Even, I saw the trailer. I'm like, no.
It's not that good.
I heard it's not good.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't
No.
even give
But
it a
I heard it
shot.
wasn't good after I decided not to watch it because I saw it and I saw who was in it and I'm like,
And the budget for that
but I didn't hear
movie-
anything leading up to it coming out. But I'm like, okay, they just kind of threw this on there. I think.
But the budget for that movie was a lot.
Yeah.
And like the robots look good, but outside of them looking good,
It's
No,
Chris
no
Pratt and who?
substance.
it's Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I wouldn't even tell you to watch it because I
I'm not going to.
kind of
I
was
saw
like
it on
in
there.
and out of it, like as I was like, and by the time it got over, I was just like, well, you know,
Plus, you know, most of the stuff you tell me to watch, I like don't.
you don't
No.
watch. What do I tell you to watch besides Common Side Effect?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Avatar 2.
Well, that one you should watch. I still stand by that. If you gave the first one a chance,
Yeah.
and you won't even give the second one a chance, it's not even like the same movie. It's that
Okay.
much of a different movie.
Okay.
Wait, did you see Avatar 2?
We missed you on the last episode.
Yeah. What's your favorite Batman movie?
Yeah. Give us
Out of all the Batman movies, like guilty pleasure or just because it's
Just
good?
yours, like
Best-
you were
best
like best
movie.
Batman ever.
I'd have to say Batman Returns. I just love Catwoman.
Okay.
I love Danny DeVito as Penguin. Like, as much as I love the first one with, Nicholson, just something about that second movie. I just loved how dark and when he like bites that dude's nose when he just gets too close to him, and when I love that movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not the Batman then?
with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
That movie's actually really good too. Why is
Okay.
that your favorite?
Oh, I don't know. I was just asking.
What was your favorite?
I probably like the original 89. I think we did this one before,
I
didn't we?
think
or
we
no?
did this before, didn't we? Maybe he wasn't
Deja
here.
vu. 89 Batman.
Just to recap, did you watch the last episode where we were talking about we mentioned you?
No, what would you say?
We
Actually, I
said-
did watch it. I just don't remember.
We mentioned that you came in after watching this movie for the Second,
At least 2
third
times in
time.
IMAX. The
IMAX,
Batman.
The Batman, and you came in and you're like best Batman movie of all time.
First of all, I only saw that movie once in the IMAX. Second of all, I don't remember coming here and saying it was the greatest Batman movie of all time.
It wasn't the greatest. You said the best Batman ever. That's what you said.
Like Robert Pattinson?
I don't know. You
I
said
mean, that movie was great. I don't know what to say. That movie's phenomenal. Like, you know, the Riddler, all the back talking and all the fighting.
Oh, you can like what you
I
like.
like
We're just-
the one reason I like that movie so much is because when he was doing those beat downs, it
Oh, yeah,
looked,
that
it
was
looked
cool.
legit. It looked smooth. It looked like
Yeah.
he was really doing that.
and no CGI.
And then if you go back and watch like Christian Bale doing the beatdowns in like The Dark Knight, they look so stiff and so fake. Just looks bad.
Yeah.
That scene where he's like coming in the bar and he's like beating everybody up. I don't know.
Well, you cleared it up for us. Thank you. It's not. It's just a follow up to last week when I mentioned that people were putting in their bids for Diamond Comic Distributor and Todd McFarlane. The rumor was he was putting a bid in. Don't know if he ever did because they don't make that stuff public. But Alliance Entertainment apparently had outbid everybody by the highest, and they don't tell you because it's just not public record.
So now they're going to be the owner of Diamond Comic Distributors.
Alliance
and they're
Entertainment,
gonna
yes.
Keep going.
Yeah, whatever they
mean,
needed, whatever they need to change to make it financially viable. I mean, we'll see that coming up in the
Yeah,
future.
because we talked about that before. We knew something like that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because they're not just going to go away, but they do have to like
Yeah, they
fix
did
it or
the,
change it up in
um,
order to keep it going.
Chapter 11 bankruptcy or whatever. So they were putting the highest bidder, and of course that stuff is not, like I said, not made public. So Todd may have put a bid in, it just wasn't as high as Alliance. Apparently, according to the thing I read, they outbid everybody by a lot. So because it's like a silent bid, like you're just throwing your number. This is my best number.
Yeah, because Chapter 11 is the worst one, right? That's
No.
when you're like actually going to
Yeah.
be like shut down
Is
if
it?
you don't.
I
Yeah,
thought
Chapter
that-
11 is,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Chapter 7 is the one where like you can,
you
but
can't
11
come
is
back?
kind of like you need to start doing your assets. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I think it's worse than 7.
I think Chapter 11 is the worst, where it's like if you get a Chapter 11, like you're about to like leave forever.
They have to do something, or
Yeah.
else their stuff goes away. Yeah, the creditors get it all, I guess. So, but anyway, that was the news. I just want to follow up because I don't want to say something and then just leave it open ended. So that's what happened from the last video. But
I got one piece of news.
Well,
I didn't know. Jay
Saw
was-
the that they had the Street Fighter figures coming out. They actually had them where you can see them. Shout out to In Pursuit of Toys. If you follow him on Instagram, he's always posting like the new latest greatest showings at like these conventions.
He went to
and
Toy Fair.
I was
Right?
going to say,
Toy Fair.
which ones? Like Jada Toys? Who are you talking about?
Jada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Storm.
What was that, real quick? The Jada
yeah.
Toys, you had to sign up for that. I've been seeing it all like circulating everywhere. Like Jada's doing like this limited edition Street Fighter figures. There's like 2 of them, but you have to sign up for like Jada Toys like club. I've heard about it. I've been
So they're doing their own collectors club.
well, I'm
type
gonna
thing,
look
maybe?
into it because
Okay.
I
Follow
won't.
up
yeah.
with that information
Yeah.
because I would like to know more about
Because
it
there's
myself.
like I can't. They keep calling it like a specific thing, and I've heard it and seen it
Collectors
like
club.
4 times now. But it's like
That'd be
they're
cool.
doing like a limited edition Street Fighter figure, like 2 of them. Yeah, but you have to be part of this like list to get it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I thought they were
that'd
doing make yourself into a Street Fighter character.
That'd be
Your face
ridiculous.
scanning.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Daniel on
Who would you be?
Chun Li's body.
Who would you
You'll
be?
be on Chun Li's body, and then
You'd
me?
be on Blanca's body. You'd be on Vega's body.
I'll take Blanca's body. I thought you were
And,
gonna say E Honda. I was gonna smack
Okay,
you
E
across the
Honda's even
head.
better. Yeah, he'd be E Honda.
I'll be
He'd
Zangief,
Vega. I'd be Bison.
Chun Li.
I'd be Bison.
You're Vega.
No,
Vega. No, he'd be Vega.
no,
Look at him.
You're a Kuma,
Oh, okay.
and
Okay, I'd be a Kuma.
yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
a Kuma.
Yeah, and
Oh, E Honda. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Edgar's Fei Long. Yeah,
Fei
it'll be
Long.
Fei Long. But yeah, they showed In Pursuit was posting a bunch of videos. So I saw the upcoming Street Fighter waves, and there's like a deluxe box set for like Fei Long. Speaking
Oh,
of,
okay.
that was really cool. I was really excited to see that. I did see the Storm collectibles ones, but I'm not really shooting for Storm. I never really got into Storm. Not to say they're bad or that I dislike Storm collectibles at all. I just really like those Jadas. Their price points are perfect. I think the articulation and the look perfect for what you get and everything involved in it. The boxing, everything. I just think it's a home run.
But Storm, you're not gonna be able to get like at the stores unless they change their model. Because right now they're like specialty shops, or you
Right.
get them online. So
Right.
I was gonna say real quick, when those Jada Street Fighters first came out, they were $25 on the shelves, right?
yeah,
So I was at a Walmart the other day, and they had them all,
Mhm.
and they were all $29.99.
inflation, my guy, tariffs.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I
Because
mean, what else would be the reason why?
I don't know. I just saw that and I was like, wait, why are these $5 cheaper? Like they weren't like secondhand; they were like retail price, and the retail price was $29.99.
Yeah, I did see they're re-putting them back out. I told James that, but I didn't know the price was higher. But it could. Who knows why?
I wonder if it's like that at all the stores.
Still
now.
not bad for. I mean, the price. I like them. I think 30's still good for what
I
they
think
put
so,
out.
too.
Yeah.
And the other ones, they kind of just fall on the back burner. Like I think they look good. I think that they look cool, but I don't ever think about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their marketing is really good. They have like the Jada ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Their box and everything. Like I said, everything is a win.
Presentations A+.
Presentation, my guy.
That's awesome. Speaking about presentation, let's get all this cool stuff on the table because we got this display of presentation of cool stuff here.
Smorgasbord.
Let's talk about it. Let's do this one right here in the
Oh,
middle.
you want to
real
jump
quick.
on that one first?
Yeah. What is it?
So we were talking the other day about like our favorite like con memories or like moments at any
okay.
convention, not just comic book. So this one I did get. I met Robert Englund 5 years ago, I want to say, when they were doing Mad Monster, when they used to do it I always mispronounce like Wiki Up or something hotel in Scottsdale.
Oh, okay.
It's probably not Wiki Up, but anyway, the smaller one. We found out he was going to be there. So I was like, let's go. My daughter painted her face. She dressed up as like Freddy Krueger, which we'll post a picture up.
Nice.
I was like, usually not a guy that goes there for like autographs and stuff, but I took money this time. I'm like, I'm going to go all out this time because, who knows when he's going to be back.
Was that your first time meeting him?
Yeah, well,
Is
he's
this in
been
your
back.
personal collection?
Counting this, yeah, this is my personal one. But counting this summer where he's going to be at Mad Monster, 2 times he'll be back since I got this. But I'm still happy I got it when I did.
Yeah.
He was
So
a lot younger than 5 years ago.
5 years ago. So I just like this one. We got the photo with him. We paid to do that. We did all that in advance. So we got the photo first, and then we waited in line to get his autograph. And you can bring an item or you can buy what he had. And I thought this one was cool. I had it. It's Robert Englund. It's him in Nightmare on Elm
Before he
Street. Yeah, it's
returns.
Fred Krueger, and then
Yeah.
so we went. And it was
pretty
cool because you could actually go. They weren't like shoving you along to like hurry up and get this signed and move along.
He's really good detail. I didn't realize
Yeah.
how cool he looks underneath there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did he say anything memorable? Or
Well, I asked him. I said, "How do you like Arizona?" Because it was summertime, and he said he loves it in the morning. He would wherever he was staying at, he would ride his bike, him and his wife, I think, along like the like canal area and look at all the houses, because they're probably staying in like a good area.
Yeah.
He did say he liked it though. It was cool because I didn't want to ask him about movie stuff because I'm sure everybody always does. So I just was like, kind of like, how do you like AZ type thing. So it was cool. And then he asked what I wanted him to put on here, and I just said, go ahead and put whatever you want, like, put whatever. I don't care. Like, I'm just excited to get something.
What did he put? Can you read that?
Yeah, some language here. Sleep kills bitches. And then it says Freddie Robert Krueger, or Robert Englund, actually. Freddie and then Robert Englund on there. So that is in my personal collection.
That's what he chose.
Yeah. I was happy with it. So that was probably my best one right there. Did meet Stan Lee before. That one was kind of, they were just rushing you along.
What year was that?
Stan Lee was probably, and I have a photo, I'll have to dig it out. I have the comic book, but I can't remember. I moved since. I have it somewhere because I got it sent in to get it verified and all that. That was probably 2014.
Okay.
Comic-Con Phoenix Fan Fusion. So
It was 11 years ago.
yeah, but that one was kind of, they were moving everybody along, and it was kind of like they didn't want you talking to them. And
Was that his first time? Or are we talking back again where it was like his first time when he came
it
down?
wasn't when you were still doing
Okay.
stuff, unless you. It was around 2013. Nah, maybe it was like 2013. It was 2014, 2013.
How many times have you been here?
They started bringing him a lot after that, I
Yeah.
think, but that was his first time because the line was big. You had to like pay in advance too.
I think that might have been the same year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty close to thinking that's the same.
I'll look. I don't. I'm just guessing off the thing. I have the photo. I can kind of maybe guess off. I think I was still working at Frito-Lay, so it would have been like 2012, 2013.
How can that be profitable for Frito-Lay?
Cool. So yeah, that was that one.
Well, what are these right here?
Tom Savini.
Oh, go ahead.
Tom Savini, I met him too at the same convention as this one. Tom Savini was cool.
Or are there one of these pictures? From
Nah,
the same
I didn't
convention?
bring stuff. I have also a Kane Hodder mask, which I'll just send a pic of that. I did get that one signed by him. But Freddie, I had to get Robert Englund just because he's the definitive Freddie. Only another person played him. Jason's a little different. As much as I like him, it's like you've had multiple people play him, which is fine. But Kane Hodder was kind of the later ones to do it, so I got his autograph on a mask. So
is that in your collection at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. But I'll let James talk because he has all these comic book people. James can talk about that.
Is that what these ones are up here?
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, we've talked about, I wanted to show the Frank Frazetta piece here. I did not ever get to meet Frank Frazetta. That would have been a dream come true. I traded for this piece right here. I traded a Neil Adams signed piece. And
that's the one that we talked about on the other one, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it just to show so that way everybody
I'll make that deal.
see it.
I'll make that deal. How about you, Udovich? You make that deal?
Heck yeah, 10 times I'll make that deal.
Yeah.
Frank Frazetta. So this one over here, we've also talked about where never got to meet Michael Turner. I do have his autograph as well as Peter Steigerwald, colorist. And so those, rest in peace to both of these guys that really big inspirations, and their legacies live on forever. They have a lot of good artwork to share.
I did meet Michael Turner once.
I know you did. You told
San
me.
Diego Comic-Con. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into San Diego as soon as we're done talking to this about the local cons here, which is it used to be called Phoenix Comic Con, and there was another one that was called like Amazing Arizona.
Yeah, Amazing Arizona Con. That was only a few years though. They only did
Short-lived.
that.
Yeah, short-lived. But yeah, the these are like kind of like the pride and joys for me. Even though this one is for sale, I have another piece signed by him as well. But that's like the pieces of all the girls that he drew over the years that were like different characters that
Fathom,
came up. Yeah.
Witchblade, Tomb Raider. I'm moving it over here because I was hiding behind it earlier, and I didn't realize I was hiding behind it.
And I'll let Daniel show this one. But this one I did obtain in person and at a con. I found out that Hellboy, Ron Perlman, was going to be here in town at Phoenix Fan Fusion, yes. And I did the drawing overnight within like, I don't know, like maybe.
You drew this?
I did do the artwork,
Nice.
yeah. It was about 4 hours. I quickly just did this drawing. As you can see, I kind of didn't even do any detail, like in the black t-shirt or a zip-up jacket, whatever you want to call it. But Ron Perlman signed it, Ron Perlman and Hellboy, which I thought was really cool, and then I signed it at the top. I got to talk to him for a little while. It was a little bit one of those things where they kind of were rushing you along. Look at, I didn't even finish the zippers just so you
Yeah, but
can
look at all the detail you put into his hand right here.
Yeah, because that was more of a closer image. I kind of just wanted to like do a little push back.
Look at that SIG zipper action.
Yeah. So the story goes, it was his first time here, and we were watching him from afar, and he's a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
He's a big guy, and they told us we couldn't take no photos. Like like if you brought out a camera or a phone, they were like, hey, you can't do that. And he ended up being really cool. When I showed him the drawing, and I told him I did the artwork, it was funny because he stopped and he just started staring at me. Like, I think maybe he thought I was going to give it to him. And
He was waiting for you to gift
he
it.
was just waiting to see what I wanted to do with it. And I kind of was like, dang, if I give him this, that would be cool too. But I paid for the autograph to get in line. So I was just like, oh, well, I kind of got to get this one signed and move along. So I thought I kind of thought I should have did something else to give to him as well. But he was really cool, really nice. We were like really excited, joking around, and he was laughing and stuff. So Ron Perlman was a great.
You could have traded him.
Is that in your collection or is that for?
This is for sale too.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's kind of like here at the shop. It's like part of the shop, but there's a price tag on it. So if somebody ever wanted to buy it, like it'd be for sale.
Yeah, you could have traded him. No, here you go, and then give me one of those 8x10s signed.
Yeah, he had a lot of the photos and stuff.
Not even his Hellboy. Just get one.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman.
That's true. I guess
Well,
I
he's coming
could've,
back.
So.
He's gonna be.
Oh
here
yeah,
this
because
year.
he's been hyping
Yeah.
it up that he's coming back this year. Yeah.
You
There you
guys
go. Go take that double sign.
get it back. Get it. Be like, hey,
Like,
Ron.
do you remember this?
Yeah. Do you remember this?
He's on. No, I do not. Move along. No, check this out though. Here's a funny thing. Is this correct? Did he play, like a It was like he was like a beast, like a lion or something.
No, he was in the Beauty and the Beast TV
A
show.
show?
with
Okay.
Linda Hamilton. Yeah, back in like the 90s.
So
Daniel's
check it out.
all-time favorite.
I love that show.
Do
Yeah.
you really?
I have the whole box set.
Check this out. The guy in front of me was holding a record, and it was him as the beast on the front cover of this record. And I was looking at it, and I was like, he was the beast on that show. He's like, yeah, and I was like, I never even knew that.
Did you know that he actually voiced Clayface in the Batman animated series?
No.
Yeah.
No,
I do
didn't know
because you
that.
told me. I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a huge Ron Perlman fan. I've been a fan of that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
He played a lot of the thugs, and then they gave him the Clayface role, and then he did like a bunch of other like side characters.
Yeah.
But I've always loved Ron Perlman.
His voice is excellent for any kind of thug or
Yeah.
like a very.
And he's a
deep-
big dude. That's
Yeah.
why he got the Beast role as well too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got that record signed, which then I started looking for that record when I would go out hunting, and I found it several times, and I just couldn't buy it. I was like,
could've-
there's really no reason for me to buy
Buy
this.
the Beauty and the Beast box set.
Yeah,
Go get it
see-
signed.
Get him signed. But yeah, that was my Ron Perlman interaction. I've met like Jim Lee. He did a sketch for me. I met some
Is
other
that in
cool
this book?
people. Let's show the sketchbook.
Yeah, that's
actually.
what I was gonna say. Yeah.
So I used to carry around this sketchbook, and I have several of them, but this was the latest one that I acquired while at one of these cons. And this book here, I'll let you show it. I tore out a lot of pages out of there because I would give away the sketches, or like if somebody wanted to trade me something.
We'll show off a few hot ones.
Well, show us some of the hot ones.
Yeah. So this is a DC artist right here. Can you read his name? A lot of these people, man, I can't.
I can't even
remember
eat
the
it. This is
name.
all the best.
It was Drew.
Yeah.
We'll call him Drew.
Drew Ed.
Yeah.
It kind of does look like Edward John. I don't know.
But,
Now you wanna try.
Artist for DC. He was doing Wonder Woman and a few other books. He did this head sketch right here. The point I wanted to tell you guys too is all of these things were free.
Oh, these are the ones before they started charging.
This is like what I was talking about. I used to take black books like this all the time and just wait in line. And that's a whole bust, right?
No, that's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
a crazy amount of work right there, right? So the next one, this
is that
girl-
Skeletor?
It looks like it, but it's not. I'll just explain this one.
All right,
So
go.
back then, I'll explain it. Back then, I'm gonna have to stand up for this one. You could tip artists always.
Okay.
You know, this girl wanted a tip to do a drawing. This girl wanted a tip for a drawing, so I was totally happy. I'm a fellow artist. Gave her $20, and that was what she gave me back.
How long did that take her? So
It
would
was
you,
like, I'm not joking. It was like 3 minutes. Like,
You think she would have drew something better if you would have
Hey.
gave her more?
Yeah.
I mean,
This reminds me of Rob Liefeld. Like how unbefore, like what is that? What's going on right there? You see that?
and look at that
What
little
is-
foot. Look at that little foot.
Look how
So-
stiff that is.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that she did that for me for $20. Like I could have just drew
That
something
yourself?
myself.
Even
Hey, James,
better?
give me 20
You
bucks. I'll draw you
Yeah.
something.
So.
Little stick figure.
Hey,
with a
but
Skeletor
hopefully,
head.
hopefully she's doing what she loves to do, and she's a lot further along now.
This one's cool.
So yeah, artist for he was a writer for Godzilla. Who's doing Godzilla books? Image.
Comic books and yeah,
Is
image.
it Image? Okay. He's a writer for Godzilla, and he actually did that sketch right there, man. I couldn't believe it. It was amazing.
No, that looks great.
For a writer, like he wasn't even like, you know. But that's a good Godzilla right there.
Real quick, what is going on with this Mel Gibson? Tell me about this.
So Mel Brooks, is it Mel Brooks? Is that the
No, Max.
Max
Brooks.
Brooks?
Max
There we go.
Brooks.
Mel Brooks is.
Mel
yeah.
Brooks is like the one who does all those comedy movies of like. Okay, Max Brooks. He did the survival guide to zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay.
They made a movie out of that.
They did?
Yeah, the guy who played young Cyclops is in it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
he drew me Mel Gibson. I did not ask him to draw this. So when we flip this around and you guys see it,
Which one's Mel Gibson?
It was his rendering of his own version of Mel Gibson, and everyone. There was like easily like 30 people like surrounding us, and he had everyone laughing. So that was pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then
you wanted to end on this.
Yeah, we'll end with this one.
Creme de la creme here. What is it?
We're going forever. So
Tell me about it.
My old supervisor at FedEx office.
We talked about this guy.
Yep, Scott Godlewski. This is when he already was published by Image. He's got constant books coming out and stuff. I asked him to draw me this Twi'lek right here. So actually, it's the Red. She's a Sith, Red Sith.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
of course I
can't
don't
think of her
remember her name. Anyways.
No, that's awesome. I love it. How long did it take him to do this? Do you remember?
Man, honestly, he did that in like 20 to 30 minutes.
Darth Twi'lek.
Is that really the name?
No.
Wow.
Hey,
You said that with such confidence.
Here we go. The attendees can tell us like if you know who this Star Wars character is. Put it in the comments below, and we'll say your name next time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, man. I'm like,
We'll get to it.
So that's that. A lot of other good memories and stuff like that, but those.
We'll talk about it some more in the next episode.
Yeah.
But definitely come back and check us out next week. We appreciate you guys. Please hit that subscribe and please hit that subscribe button. Hit a like. Smash that bell notification so you know when another one of these awesome videos is coming out. Always come down here. Check this stuff out at the shop. Ask questions. These guys would love to talk about it. But until next week, you guys, hope you have a great week.